Okay, what's up? It's No AP Matt G out here with.
It's your boy, Puddinga Man.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this on the first take because it's probably gonna be really long. I'm gonna start out strong with the Shadow Teddie tutorial. This is probably my favorite character in the game, and it was also the first character I ever played. So, yeah, let's get into it. Gonna start with normals. Got, A, B, C. In D, I'm just gonna say item. Yeah, so and then crouch A, crouch B, crouch C, and then second order of item. Oh yeah, shit. And that's it, reset position a lot. Oh. Okay, so there's a thing in training mode where my item order will stay.
We're
Like,
gonna make a lot of use of that.
yeah, but like even through reset. Okay.
So why don't we get one stigma out of the way just real quick? Is Teddie random?
No.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you, Twitter user.
Okay. Just asking the
Yeah.
questions for us Twitter folks.
Yeah, so a big thing is Shadow Teddie is the one item character that isn't random. And he could actually make like really good use of this. Because his items are like, they aren't as strong as a lot of the other characters like Faust from Guilty Gear, but they all serve a purpose, and it's really cool being able to plan around them. Okay, so back with normals, they're crouching. I'm just gonna go over the good ones. With Shadow Teddie, jab and his jab auto combo is like probably his best normal. It's jump cancelable. Hold back. On hit and block, and I mean like first, second hit, all jump cancelable. And then the third hit is considered airborne, but you could act out of persona or just do this to make it safe. He also
Aww.
Yeah, he also looks cute as hell. Okay. Yeah, so jab is a really important tool. On whiff, it's actually really bad. It's super minus on whiff. And it's a slow normal, especially for a jab. But in turn, it has really good range, like the claws like this. Like, those are all like individual hitboxes, and it just looks like one big ass square. The range is like absurd for a jab, and it always will go into the other ones because the second hit pushes him forward a little bit. And then you can tell, so here he's actually in an airborne state. So it also is considered a low crush, so you could use it to be a little bit evasive. Next for good normals, the classic, the 5B, the best mid-range tool in pretty much any fighting game.
Go ahead and reset us and simulate a round start. Oh, got hit.
Yeah, like just do it at round start, do it anytime. You can cancel it. You could dash cancel it on hit. Like, you can jump cancel it. You could, it's cursed, but in 2.0 you could backdash cancel it. And on block, let's hold back. On block, you actually can't cancel it, but you can hop cancel it. On block, you could regular cancel it, but more than likely, you're just gonna do that to cancel it.
If you're not familiar with hops, make sure to watch our other tutorial video.
Yeah. And then the other, like, only notable normal is Crouch C. This is a really good anti-air because it catches super jumps.
Always counter hit.
Yeah, like, it catches, the range is, like, absurd on it. And if it counter hits, you basically, with regular Teddie, you can kill the character, and with, like, Shadow Teddie, you could just do some insane combos out of it. It's really good. His bad normals, Crouch Light, I mean, it's an extremely fast Crouch Light. It hits twice. You could chain it and then still do other combos. The only issue with it, it's very stubby. Like the range is very short. Like yeah, it's gonna like whiff from. It's gonna like whiff. Yeah. It's like as he's demonstrating. It sucks. You have this move. It's actually really good for space control like this. But oh my god, you could just hit the persona extremely easily, even while it's coming out. Yeah. And use it if your opponent like doesn't know that, but 90% of the time it's just a good way to get your persona broken. Crouch B is his anti-air. It's not really that good. Like, you know, it's an anti-air, it's air unblockable, jump cancelable, everything, whole 9 yards. But, good luck hitting it against good opponents. So, like, do jump air dash at me. Well, there it works, because you had to do it, like, preventively. Yeah, this will happen so much. And, yeah, it's really easy to bait out. Like, do the jump down C thing you do. Oh my god, I'm making it look like a good button. Yeah, so shit like that. Like, it's extremely easy to bait out. You can't cancel it on whiff at all. And yeah, it's just like, compared to like this, where it's like, there's like no whiff recovery on this. Yeah, it's just pretty bad. An item call I will get to in a couple. Next thing to note is DP. Um, he has the worst DP in the game, I would say.
I'm trying to demonstrate it. It's just that bad.
Yeah, it's barely active. However, on hit, it's actually really good. So you can see it leaves you at round start. You could do bat, and it leaves them in rage, which means your opponent actually, which, which means your opponent actually can't block. So it's actually really good on hit. The only issue is do max range C. I actually don't know if show has anything that can do it. No, like it would have to be like long range. Max range C probably. Oh shit. So just do your fireball, and I feel like yes, like here, this will happen a lot. The whole animation will happen on whiff, and you're completely punishable coming out of it. And a lot of characters, like a very easy way would be Teddie 5B. You could trigger it, and you actually won't be in range to get hit by it. So even if the Teddie player makes a correct decision, they're still suffering. It's
wow, spoken like a true Teddie player.
yeah, like it's pretty bad. He does have a lot of other ways to get out of stuff, like this. Kind of hard to hit him there, but he can only suck in his gut for so long. Yeah. And then next, I'm just gonna go straight to specials. Got quarter circle forward, bear screw. You have an A, B, or SP version. This move is not good at all in neutral, but it's actually an extremely high damage move in combos, and it's one of his best combo starters for a DP punish. Because it fatals, and then, oh my god, it's like you could do that, do some really high damage combos with it. A bear screw is actually pretty good, because on counter hit, it leaves standing, and you're plus enough to do, like, jabs and stuff. And yeah, so A is actually pretty good. You could do, like, air turnaround bear screw to get out of some situations. Like, you can do jump instant air backdash, air turnaround, or like jump air turnaround forward dash, bear screw. Stuff like that to get out of stuff, but you will more than likely get negative penalty if you do that. It's more of a niche move. Oh shit, wait, I didn't even talk about the jumping normals. Okay, hold it. Jumping normals. Got jump C, same as ground, got jump down C, same. Jump A is one of the best normals in the entire game. Yeah, it's just like really good as an air to air. It's a good jump in, it's a good air to air. It is like shockingly easy to confirm. It just into anything in the knockdown. And then jump B, extremely good. Like, two, it causes a huge thing on counter hit. You can cancel it into jump A on hit or block. So like hold back. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, and then you could just like freestyle a ton of mix-ups. You can do air dash into it. Yeah, and it's really strong. Um, yeah, so jump B is really good. He actually gets a really weird hitbox change here too, where like where you sort of like get a little bit harder to anti-air, but it doesn't really matter against characters with good anti-airs. Okay, next we got Puppet Teddie. So Puppet Teddie is a move that you pretty much never want to use as regular Teddie, but it's pretty good as Shadow Teddie. The light version poisons, or the A version, the B version fears, and the C version puts you in rage. You can combo off of them on counter hit, but the big thing is Teddie doesn't really have a way to combo into them, but Shadow Teddie can do his auto combo into the light version of it, or in some cases find a way to combo into the other versions, mostly in Shadow Rage. But yeah, use them like really sparingly. It comes up sometimes in neutral, like where like, oh, the only way I can hit my opponent is by doing this weird ass sock puppet move. Yeah, it's like sometimes. It's also used on block to get out of situations. Because a big thing about Shadow Teddie is he is safe on literally everything. And yeah, next we got Teddie Vision. This is, in base arena, probably the best move in the game. This is a pretty nerfed version of it. But, yeah, so it summons TVs for the first part, and then if you do it again, you could teleport from them. C summons right in front of you, and D summons like just a little bit. If you teleport with the C version again, you go up and can act out of it pretty much instantly. And if you hold back, you won't fly through, but if you don't, you will. In the D version of the teleport, no matter what, you slide on the floor, and while you don't have a hitbox, you can act out of it. You could be really tricky, use the momentum, and do stuff like sliding 2D, and then get like really grimy cross-ups. Um, it's actually a bit hard to set up as Shadow Teddie because his auto combo can leave him airborne. But if you do something like AAB into this and just keep it on the screen, you could set up some pretty grimy mix-ups. But just note that the teleport is going to be punished a lot by more experienced players. A big thing about it though is like, just see how long this leaves. Or like it leaves the TVs on the screen. Yeah, and at any time there you could go through them. And it's like you could do it like jump over and sandwich, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty tricky. Next 2D Teddie. Um oh yeah, shit, wait. I forgot to talk about the best version of it. And then the SP version, the meter burn for 25, is one of the best moves in this entire game still. It is a DP for some reason, where it has some form of invincibility. It tracks, summons them right above your opponent no matter where they are on the screen, even if they're airborne. So it's like if you jump, it anti-airs you. And on counter hit, which is more than likely what it's going to be, you can get full combo. The combo is normally very simple. It's just something like that, but no other character has anything near that in this game. Then you have the EX Warp. It goes through the middle, which is new, and then it goes like up. It's just a really weird arc, and if you hold back, you actually go backwards a little bit. If you can see it, which it's pretty cool. It stops all of your momentum. It's mostly used in stuff like just some weird stuff to try to trick your opponent. And then next we have 2D Teddie. The A version will just very inflate extremely quickly. It will make some moves whiff. Show actually has extremely good moves to beat it, but like But yeah, if a character has higher hitboxes on their moves, this move can actually shut them down. But a lot of characters, even if you cause a jab or something to whiff, they can punish the recovery. The B version is just that, but it stays down for longer and you can hold the button down. And yeah, as you can see, it's actually really good. You can get hit low during this. It's like if any move looks like it would hit, it probably does, and you get a standing combo afterwards. And yeah, that's not really too good. And then there is the EX version of this move, where you can hold it down. It can act like the A version, where you could act out of it really fast. You can hold it down for way longer than the B version, and you can move during it. This shit is menacing. It's like, what side? Oh, look, it was that side. Oh, look. Like you can literally make it look like it's gonna be one side, and then make it be the other, and you could act out of it really fast. So it's like a big thing people do is stuff like where like hold back. It could be stuff like 2D Teddie grab, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just really strong. Yeah, and that's actually all of the specials he has, and then he has a shit ton of supers. Tomahawk is the first one. It's just a super that fires a missile.
Very good in Awakening.
Yeah, like it's a very good super to extend combos, but other than that, it's not really that good in neutral. The C version does an arc like that, and then the D version does an upward arc. And then as you can see, why isn't the missile exploding? So the missiles will auto explode on contact with a character, or you can hold them like negative edge inputs and have them not explode even if they touch a character. Like, and then if you hold it, it won't explode. It is way easier to demonstrate in the air version because you can. The C version will go like that, and the D version will go almost straight down. If you hold them down, you can keep them in the ground for as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want. It's a set timer, but it's pretty lenient. And then, if you release the button, you can make it explode early. You can, like, as you can see, you could literally set it off screen and then have a time bomb for wherever you want. You could do something like that. Do another move that doesn't involve the buttons you're holding down and then blow it up combo after. It's an extremely good move. And the SP version, on the ground, it does them both, and you can negative edge both of them. And in the air, it's the same thing. And yeah, really good move. Please don't do this in neutral, except if you want to style. Like if your opponent is doing like whiff and shit, and then you're like, yo, check this out. Yeah, look, I got a projectile too. As you can see, it's not invincible, and it goes away. But yeah, like you want to win the projectile wars, do it. Next, we got the super that makes Teddie extremely annoying. We got Mystery Teddie SP. I will get into items in the super later, but it chucks 3 items from any order you want. A version does A order, B version does B order, and SP version does 2 of each. And the SP version is extremely broken. Yeah, gonna get into that way later. Next we have his Awakening supers. We got Circus Bear, one of like my favorite supers in the game. This shit is really hype. C version goes same side, and D version will cross the opponent up. He literally just turns into a walking hitbox that is invincible and unblockable. So there's literally no way to block this. But you can do stuff such as dodge, DP, anything. So like try to time the dodge. Yeah, so it's like you can avoid it, you can jump to avoid it, obviously. Yeah, and then the SP version for both does one same side and then the cross up one. Or if you hold the button down, I think, well, there's a way to make it do the cross up one first. And a Nile hand is the other busted one. It's a reversal super, but it's really bad as a reversal super, so people use it to end combos. Does that, and then as you can see, it doesn't do anything else. You can hit a button to make the Big Teddie punch, and you actually have to time it to make sure it works, the same as the A and the B version. They have slightly different properties, like how fast your opponent is going to fall and stuff. And then the SP version, but the main thing is just the damage. This is really important because if you time it perfectly, I actually don't have sound, so it's going to be a little bit harder. But there is a gist frame. As you will see, I won't do anything here, and that weird little exclamation mark is going to pop up right there. And if you time it during that, you get a super version of this. And it does like way more damage. And I mean, like, the damage is very apparent how much it does. Somehow I actually find this easier to do at the end of a combo. Yeah, there we go. And as you can see, huge damage difference. It actually changes the property. You can combo after it. If you do it like really well. Yeah, right there. Yeah, and then you can combo after the super. It's really cool. And then the insta-kill can't do that as Shadow Teddie. So now it's time for the dreaded. We gotta talk about the items. Okay, so where I was reluctant to say before, this is his D. You have item call. You have two separate orders. The A order starts at Green Rocket, and the B order will start at Firecracker. Yeah, the Red Rock. Okay, so let me fix initial item 1. Is that gonna work? Oh no, it's
Oh,
off.
that would be so sick.
It'd be busted. Alright, here we go. Alright, so his items will go rocket, soda, red rocket, mystery food, fucking bomb, and then the weird robot, barrel, and then he gets this weird motorcycle key. And that if your opponent picks it up, you get one motorcycle, or if Teddie picks it up, you get two motorcycles. Firecracker, ice, this weird smoke bomb. Next, you get purple robot, which will go invincible or invisible, and then walk across the screen trying to hit your opponent. It's got rage shrink. It just, it puts people in rage. Got pinwheel. It's a weird boomerang wheel that's actually really good as an anti-air. And it pushes the opponent, so you can use it to push them into other items. Next, we got King George, essentially. Then you have this weird ball lightning that will do that. And then after you do that, you get the best item, which is buckets. And yeah, they go down and they cause confusion on hit, which means all of your opponent's controls get reversed. And then B item order is the same, except it starts from Firecracker. So yeah, so that's pretty much his whole item order. I'll go down all of the notable items. Green Rocket is just like, it's really good. It's a hitbox that moves around. It's really nice. This is the soda. Whoever gets this gets 10 super meter. But the thing is with Shadow Teddie, because shadows get bonus meter, a lot of people actually don't know this. But if Teddie picks it up while he's a shadow, or if a shadow picks it up, actually get 20 meters, so pick it up. Oh, wait, what? Okay, well, normally you only get 10. But yeah. Shadows will get 20. I think it's just a Shadow Teddie drink gives you 20 instead of 10, which is pretty cool. And then Red Rocket is next. This is probably his best item to have stored, which means like if I'm getting ready to do a combo and I want to call an item in the combo, it's pretty much always going to be Red Rocket because it has so much combo potential. It will do a wall bounce. I'll just let it hit like unaltered. Yeah, and it will wall bounce, let you combo after it. And then let me set it to mystery food. This will cause silence. It's not really even that good. Causes silence and poison, which is interesting. So it's like good, but good luck getting your opponent into it. But if you can, it's really good. It's even better as regular Teddie because he has ways to push the opponent on block. But Shadow Teddie just doesn't, and it kind of sucks. Smart Bomb, the anti-air bomb. This is an extremely good move. It is a air unblockable, and yeah, it's just used to stop your opponent from jumping. It's very useful in a lot of Teddie Circus setups. And yeah, next, it's a weird robot. It will hop, and then every third hop, it will be this very big hop that will like anti-air. This item is very good, and do not underestimate it. Like the lockdown it gives is surprisingly like just as much as the next item, which is the oil drum or the barrel. Like I don't even understand. Like that's all I gotta say. And then block it, and it pushes the opponent. It's like you could just pressure the opponent all day, all day with this item. Yeah, and then like the juggle, that item's busted. Motorcycle key is also pretty busted if you pick it up because it causes a spin state both times. The stun is long enough to combo on it. I'll just show off some quick like that. But the big thing is knocking your opponent down into it. Alright, so hold on. Yeah, and then the other one will actually juggle, and then you could pick that up. Firecracker, this is nothing but screen control really. It will not stop until it collides with something. So run that way with me. Yeah, so it's like, you use it to get in. Dry ice, it sets a trap on the floor. If your opponent steps in it, they freeze. You get a full combo. It's pretty good. Vanish Ball, this is his worst item. Um, yeah, I mean, party time. It actually ends up, I mean, there's some use for it, but it always ends up fucking me over. And yeah, I don't really like to talk about the amount of times I've lost to my own item. Here, as you can see, you see it moving, and that is actually a low. Yeah, yeah, and that's about it. It doesn't stop until it does the strike or until it reaches the end of the screen. Muscle drink, it's like another trap. If you drink it, you actually gain a little bit of health, but then you get enraged. It's okay. Like, you know, it's really good for certain setups, but 90% of the time, unless if you do like an SP super where you're also using A items, the order is literally made to not help you that much with it here. And yeah, and then pinwheel, like I said, it pushes. You could do something cool with muscle drink and like call that and then call pinwheel, and then all of a sudden they're pushed into it. And then they can't block, and that's pretty cool. You already know it's King George. They're stuck blocking. You get a full combo, all of that. And then Ball Lightning. This item is pretty cool, especially because it shocks them. That just means they can't move. It's very oppressive. Oh no. Alright, yeah. Doing that again, we had a little glitch. Yeah, extremely oppressive, very good. And then buckets as the last one. It's like, I mean, does everything you want. It's just yeah. The confusion is really good. And it locks your opponent down on block really hard. Oh.
Very good for punishing DP.
Oh, can you block it?
Is it over?
Yeah, like it locks your opponent down and pushes them. It's an extremely good move. And yeah, and that's it for the individual items. I want to go over them twice. And then, what else would be? I guess AoA before I go into combos and theory and stuff. His AoA, by far the worst AoA in the game. To open your opponent up, like, this is so telegraphed, it hurts. And, you can't even combo into it. Like you can't do it. Just don't block. It's like all of his counter hits would leave your opponent airborne to the point where you literally cannot combo into this move. And yeah, but like if you get the hit, it's extremely rewarding. You can mash, do that, get 2400. The big draw here is the meter gain for it. Like it gains a shit ton of meter. You can actually check that right now. Yeah, it's like if you want 52 meter, that's really good. And then in the corner, oh yeah, this can cross up, which is nice. And the air version, he can do it in the air, which is different from other characters. And it will still go right into the AoA. And yeah, but if you do this and go, you actually don't dash cancel it because it leaves Teddie airborne, which doesn't really make any sense. And yeah, and then you just wait a little bit, do stand B, stand C, into whatever you want. Yeah, now I guess it's time for bread and butters. So with Shadow Teddie, it's all about cycling items. So a lot of the bread and butters, he doesn't have them necessarily. It's all about wanting to get to whatever item you want. In both orders. Like, most Teddie players will just try to turbo out this B item order because it sucks. Like, the only payoff is buckets. So what a lot of people will do is they'll go like, with Teddie, what's really good, you do jab, jab, into this, into jump A, B, A. So it's like, this is a good restand, crouch B, jump A, jump A, jump B, into item call. And this is what everyone does. Well, that plays Shadow Teddie, and that's basically me. Because normally, his auto combo is a lot better on hit than this. But because you get to jump cancel this, and it actually leaves your opponent launched, you could do this. Over and over and over again, cycle an item every time, and then this actually ends up being a safe jump. Most of the time, so it's very good. A big thing about it too is like if you do the full auto combo, you could do like that, leave your opponent poisoned. You can call an item off of it. So it's like, he has a lot of ways to call item. But yeah, the main way is just finding a way to hit this restand, mostly off of jab, jab. You can do jab, jab, crouch B, which at first will seem way more optimal, but the crouch B is committal. And while the crouch B is good, it's a lot easier to be able to see if this hits. And A, just go forward. It's like jump forward if it hits, jump back if it doesn't. It's really good. Next, off of an anti-air, so jump. Oh, I also, hold on, let me turn counter off too. I want to show that the combo will work still. Yeah. Then off of an anti-air. It's the same thing. You do jump A, jump A, jump B really, and then call item. It's all you gotta do. He doesn't really have like that much like extravagant combos mid-screen especially. It's all about cycling the items into stuff you want. And yeah, like yeah, so that's his anti-air combo. You're seeing another thing too with his anti-air, where if it will hit, the opponent will actually land by the time, and then you'll get this weird anti-air that hits on the ground like that. And yeah, it's just bad. What else? I guess off of counter hit this, which is the only other thing that will come up mid-screen. You can do A bear screw, or which is like actually a bit of damage, or you can do that in the B bear screw if you want a different position. You could do, oh shit, sorry, I got confused. You can do ABA jump, boom boom B item. You have a lot of options. You could also do something like weird. You could go for a side swap, like let's say you're right here and then you hit a counter hit, you could dash under, do a combo. You're really free to do whatever you want. And yeah, that is the other mid-screen combo. It's pretty much all he has. Off a mid-screen bat, this isn't even a combo, but just crouch D item call on hit is really good. And then in the corner, it's like, oh wait, hold on, mid-screen counter hit bat too. So counter hit bat is crazy. It sends the opponent flying, and if they are close enough to the wall, it will wall spot them, and you can still combo. If you try to move with the opponent, so you can see I'll position like right here and just do it. There is no wall spot, but if you move with the opponent, there is. So being able to jump cancel this and doing whatever, so like the normal is jump air turnaround, dash, and then whiff a normal in order to get whatever combo it is. That's really easy. Yeah, so that works off of counter hit bat. His grab combo, he gets nothing mid-screen. You do grab into item call. Back throw, same deal, grab into item call. And then air grab. His air grab does a lot of damage for a grab, but grab into item call doesn't get anything. Off of certain heights, like hold up, super jump, he can get like this, but it's jank. Like yeah, it's jank. Don't worry about it. And yeah, and then in the corner, still has the same combos if you ever want, like even that's really good because then it's a different timing, but off of stuff he can do jab jab, baseball bat, instant air dash. Into that, get items. But his big one is auto combo into C. Into that is the bread and butter. Jab, 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 C, B, C, crouch, B, B. Is like, that is the bread and butter in the corner. In the end, that's all of his real basic B and Bs. All of this also works off of crouch B, or crouch A to let you know. Yeah, just extremely freeform. Extremely freeform. Yeah, so now it's time for more optimal stuff. I actually have a little slideshow for myself.
This is where we get into uncharted territory.
Yeah, so this is where people don't really talk about this character because it's very, very overwhelming. Okay, so for example, I'm just gonna list the pros and cons I made. Like for pros, safe on everything, insane meter gain, shower rates, stuff like that. And then cons, all I have is execution, slow normals, and his B item order. Talking. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like now I want to go into item setup. Stuff like that.
Yeah, we've made it through most of that.
Yeah, but like actually setting up and stuff, like some dirty shit. So, he has item specific combos up every, like, for example, Red Rocket. If you hit counter hit C with Red Rocket, you can do call, dash under, hit your opponent down with A, B bear screw, and then hit your opponent with the Red Rocket back to the other wall.
And that's one item.
Yeah, that's with one item. If you have... Okay, so let's say motorcycle key in the same situation. Boom, now they're full screen away from you. If you're starting to see, like, the weirdness, I feel like I'm doing a decent job. You have to be able to adapt all of your combos to stuff like this. Like, little things. It's like, oh, okay, so let's say you call this, and then I see the green rocket, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call the green rocket, and then I'm gonna do that A bear screw into the green rocket. It's like, and yeah, it's like a ton of weird situations like that. But the big one too is like oil drum. Here, let me call that. I have to delay it. And then as you can see, the oil drum actually weighs a lot. And then it forces people to go down. So it's like then you can delay it just enough into the baseball bat, into B bear screw, into the oil drum.
And it's like, let me show you what happens if I try to attack.
Yeah, now you're taking a whole oil drum, and if you DP, I'm getting the same situation. It's like, you have to learn all of these, and it sucks. I mean, it's fun for me, because this is the shit I love with fighting games. But yeah, it's very frustrating. It's like...
Oh my god, so many motorcycle keys.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't want to... Well, I'm in a predicament because I A, don't want to reveal my setups, and B, well, I do, but like, I feel like I don't want to turn people off of this character because I feel like he sort of has a Yukari effect where you look at what she does and I'm like, damn, I don't even want to try. So it's like, I want to leave it freeform, and I want to just show you like the base of this stuff. Next, yeah, that's like it for item setups, honestly. Trying to...
It's easier to show them off in matches.
Yeah.
Do after.
Yeah, it's like I'll show them off in matches because yeah, it's all about how your opponent moves. You gotta get in your opponent's head. Alright, next I can go with like what I will show is a bucket setup though, because bucket is kind of... Hi, guess whose mic died? Okay, we are back. Okay.
The struggles of a Shadow Teddy player.
Yeah, see, I'm getting like a rant.
Like we said about Sho Minazuki, if you play this character, you are depressed. And
Yeah.
oppressed.
Yeah, guess what? You're gonna see what we said about Shomi Nazuki in another video. Whoa! We're recording multiple episodes. Who are we, YouTubers?
Whoa.
Are we YouTubers? Is this famous Twitch streamer Padinga?
Yo, what's up? I'm still here. Don't really know anything about Shadow Teddy, but I'm here for moral support.
Well, and you've done really good showing shit off. Thank you. Okay, so like I know what you're probably thinking, and I'm just gonna get it out there. This exists. Good luck. Hold up, like I could just do this, and then fucking do that, and then my opponent is locked down the entire time.
Did it just do double buckets because you had fixed items?
Yeah.
That's so terrible.
Yeah, testing item setups is like really dumb.
That's so scary.
Oh, by the way, you could set that up in a match if you set up both of your orders. Okay, so next, yeah, meter gain, I actually already showed that up, mostly, but next I want to talk about your damage combos. Because it's the reason why you play a Shadow character, it's Shadow Rage. So Shadow Rage, in this game, especially for Teddie, I think he is the best Shadow Rage in the game. You're used to doing Shadow Rage and winning the round, if you played this game. But I feel like Shadow Teddie can do it and win the match. Because what you could do is, like, you could just Shadow Rage like here, boom, items, and then do anything to lock your opponent down in the items. Do a crazy item setup regular Teddie would do, kill you, and then your items are set up for next round. And because of how many item supers you're able to do and weave into your combos, you can set up both of your orders to start like this. Like, a common thing I've done before is I'll have my orders start something like this. Yeah, and then it's like, next round, you do this. And then your opponent is just like, oh, oppressed. It's like, yeah, you aren't beating that. You aren't playing neutral against Teddie that does bucket at this, or barrel at the start of the round. But yeah, his Shadow Rages actually don't do that much damage all the time. So a good one is just auto combo mid-screen. Super jump, Shadow Rage, do all of the regular stuff, so it's like... Oh my god. Yeah, and then here, it's like, even though it wasn't a true combo, you could do whatever. Mid-screen, he honestly doesn't really have that much damage combos. It's all this. It's all item setups. And then it's like, boom, he's knocked down, do Teddie circuits. In the corner, though, he does have hella damage combos. Yeah. Or I guess I should say mid-screen, it's very specific. Because it's like, yeah, it's like he could do a bit of damage and still set up, but a lot of them are very item specific. But yeah, it's like he could even kill mid-screen. And in the corner, the reason why he's so strong, a common starter for Shadow Rage is his jab that happens to be safe. Like, if you just want damage, you could do something like this. And do the regular Teddie routes, do something like... Oh, yeah, probably like this. Yeah, it's like, you know, you can do the normal stuff. Oh look, I dropped the ender. But it's like, all of that stuff is possible.
You didn't drop the ender, you're just keeping that a trade secret.
Yeah, but it's like, here it is off of a jab. It's the same route. It do be the same route, though.
Are you going to be putting notation in the comments?
Maybe.
In the description?
Oh, look at that. Boom! 5,000 from a zoner off of a Shadow Rage and
Off of a jab.
yeah, it's like off of a jab.
Non-counter hit jab starter.
It's like yeah. So let's say you get hit by Shadow Rage Chie. You're taking a lot more damage than if you get hit by Shadow Rage Teddie. But you have to take into account that's Chie. Like that is a character. Shadow Chie, everyone knows she kills you. Every single person that has ever played against her knows that if she has 100 meter and hits you, you are dead. Like, it's just how it works. This is a character where if regular Teddie hits you, you know you can probably live. You're just at a severe disadvantage for this round and the next round because of the way items work. And having this burst damage potential along with item super, it's like I could weave one in.
It's like just items in general. They're so impressive.
Yeah, it's like check this. I'll just do like stand B, make it easier on myself. Cause like I'll do something like this, and then call items into a conversion like that.
It's like, where are you gonna tech?
Yeah.
You can tech, but where the fuck you gotta block?
Yeah, well, your tech is covered. By the way, that's a known setup that I created and I know, so I'm gonna call it a known setup. Yeah, it's like, you get stuff like that, and it's like, as you can see, if you get experience, I was ready for that. It's stuff like that, which I think make Shadow Teddie extremely strong. All of his combo starters are very easy and, well, not easy, but very viable. I guess like easy to set up. And yeah, but so that's like his damage, and then the best part of it. We gotta talk about this.
Oh no.
So Shadow Teddie Circus is the best reversal option in this entire game. Because how it works is Shadow Rage exists. And it means you can cancel anything into anything. And if you are in Shadow Rage and you do this, you can jump out of it frame 1. And it's like, oh yeah, good luck. Good luck trying to punish that. Oh, what if I did this? Then I did this, I know my opponent isn't even gonna try to punish it, and then I just did. Boom. Item super instantly, and then I said, what if I did it again? This time with items, it's like extremely high reward there. And it's just being able to do like Shadow Rage item super here and then doing like a setup off of it is crazy. Being able to do like any of this is very crazy for a character, I would say. Another very big part about this character is, what I want to say is like, Bear Screw also counter hit very quickly. It is the exact same as regular Teddie if you've seen his max damage. Except you just do B, C, Kraut C, same stuff, do your damage ender. Yeah, do whatever you want. It's a shit ton of damage.
Gotta keep some things closeted up.
Yeah, he has like, also he has a, oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Loops that leave your opponent in unblockable situations. This I will show. I just showed this off to Padinga right before the tutorial. He can do stuff like that, leave you in rage. If you hit jab sweep, you could do something like this. Yeah, and then I whiffed the last part. Yeah, and then if they tech, they get hit by that and they can't block. He can do so much. It's actually a big part of his Shadow Rage. Is like doing a combo into, I can't believe I'm saying this, but AoA loops. It's just like weird stuff like that, leaving your opponent at super disadvantage. Yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. I don't want to like overwhelm people. This video is already 55 minutes long.
That's it?
Yeah, like
We're
see.
doing pretty good.
Yeah, like I slotted out like an hour and a half for this video, but I want to make this character seem accessible, and I'm sorry that he kind of isn't.
No.
Especially for new players, like.
If you haven't already watched our character difficulty tier list video, Shadow Teddie is the only character that is black.
Yeah, so here's for the shadows. It's like, yeah, and a lot of people are probably going to pick him up if you're experienced and you could really bully people with him. But I'm talking about at like top level, this character is ridiculous. You can't make mistakes. You don't have a burst. But you can also make your opponent feel like they don't have a burst either, and then they don't have any of the plus sides of being a shadow. So here we're just going to play some matches. Damn. Yeah, sorry about lack of commentary.
And here come those item setups.
This one isn't even that good.
Oh, can't burst because I'm silenced.
Damn. See, it's that damn smoke item. I didn't know what was going on. Damn, you waited until now to play like a nut.
I'm showing them. You gotta be able to do it in the match. Oh, I should keep my mouth shut.
No, it's a big issue also is we don't have sound.
Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is frame perfect, you were saying.
Yeah, he has a lot of, this game is not known for like,
I hate
exactly
little silver.
frame perfect links, but Teddie actually has a lot of frame perfect item setups.
Oh no. Oh, the buckets. Oh, his motorcycle.
I just should have won the round. I wanted to be cool and juggle the motorcycle into the fucking rocket.
Lots of opportunities to style on.
Yeah, it's like, see, if you get familiar with stuff, you can do dumbass juggles like that.
And it's like, yeah, usually the first round is just setup, so don't ever sweat it if you lose the first round.
Yeah, it's like, that's actually a pretty big part.
It's kind of like playing Shadow Naruto. If you win the first round, hey, good on you. But it's not a huge deal. You're winning round 2. Oh, I'm dead. Why did I move Smash? I got a little overzealous.
Yeah, and I think that's a good example. We can end in 15 seconds for it to be under an hour.
Oh,
Quick,
yeah.
do an outro.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Noe, Gigar's Prodigy,
And Padinga, the best mod the server's ever seen. See ya! Come on, 59, 50. Yeah, woo!